Good morning, I'm Don Ajamian, and although I don't currently live in Altadena, I can tell you I've got a long history with the area. I was born right up on Lake Avenue at what used to be Altadena Community Hospital. I spent the next 27 years in and around the area. I went to Webster, Field, John Marshall for middle school, and then John Muir was my high school for 4 years. My father being a building contractor, you can imagine we lived in several areas in and around the Pasadena and Altadena area. We lived on Oakwood and then up on Porter, up above Altadena Drive. We lived on La Paz. We lived on Mendocino for several years. And we lived on Villa Highlands up in Kinaloa Estates up there. And if I had to guess right now, I'm assuming a few of those homes that we lived in are gone. Following in my dad's footsteps, I got into the construction business too. Right down there in Altadena in 1985, I joined my father in his construction company. I spent a few years with him, but then in 1990, I moved my small family up here where I'm at today in Redding, California. It's in the far northern end of California, where I spent the last 30 or so years in the construction business. During the time I've been up here in Redding, though, I've kept quite a connection down there in Altadena. My parents down there, my sister and her family living down there. I've got cousins and aunts and uncles and friends. And so I've spent a lot of time back and forth in the area, maintaining that connection, and still do to this day, including my now 94-year-old father. In my current hometown of Redding, we experienced a fire as well. About 6 years ago, we had the Carr Fire, and we lost about 1,400 homes. Me and my family had to evacuate as well, and there were several days we didn't know the fate of our home. So I kind of know what that feels like. Thankfully, I can say we didn't lose our home, but I know many people that did, many friends, many neighbors who did lose their homes. In those days and weeks after the fire, I noticed a real change in the people that walked into my office. You see, prior to the fire, folks would come in with a big scrapbook. They've been planning this dream house for years. They had big smiles on their face. They had all this hope and anticipation of this dream home that they get to build, right? And we got to dream with them and plan, and that was great for what it was. After the fire, though, there were no scrapbooks. People were already in their forever home. They had no plans to rebuild. This was not what they had ever pre-planned for. They came into my office with the shirt on their back, some sadness in their heart, and confusion in their minds. The thought of rebuilding at that point was absolutely overwhelming because this was nothing that they were prepared for. The truth is, I never felt more prepared to help those folks than I did in that moment. I could tell they needed me. They needed guidance. They needed support. They needed somebody who knew the way, and I was there to help. And that was quite satisfying to be able to connect with people in that way in what was quite a difficult time in their life. Over the course of the next couple years, we helped several people get back into their homes. It wasn't the same home that they lost. There's no way we can replace that, but we got them back on their property. We got them back under a roof, and we built a home that they are quite comfortable in today. The sad truth is we got pretty good at working with insurance adjusters, building departments, building officials, and traumatized owners. Now, as I watch the devastation that's happening down there in Altadena, I find myself called again to help. With Palisades burning as well and other fires going on, construction resources are going to be spread quite thin. My focus, however, is going to be on my hometown of Altadena. If you find yourself lost, confused, not sure what to do next, please call me. My personal cell number is 530-949-6751. Call, text anytime. There is no cost or obligation to you to talk to me, just to get information. And if that's all I ever give you, I would be very happy to help. So after we had our fires up here in Northern California, I decided I wanted to expand the services that we offered. See, for years, I did conventional construction. We built lots of homes, we did commercial projects, we did all kinds of things, and we built conventional construction. After the fire, though, I realized that maybe there's a better way. And so, in addition to offering conventional construction, I've expanded services to offer 3D concrete printed homes. Believe it or not, we use an on-site 3D printer and extrude concrete to build homes. We are the first in California to do so. We have homes that we've built up here in Redding, 6 of them to be exact. We got building permits, they've been approved per the California Building Code, and there are people living in them today. In fact, we have one that we did down in Southern California, down in Burbank, at a school called Woodbury University. These homes are beautiful, they are efficient, and they're resilient. If you want to learn more about the 3D printed homes, visit emergent-3d.com, and you can see pictures of projects we've done. You can see designs of homes that we have ready to build if you're interested, and we can design something special just for you. And if you want to learn more about conventional construction, just visit donajamianconstruction.com to see the projects we've done in the past. Whether it's concrete 3D printed or conventional construction, I want you to know you've got a friend in the business. I've helped people walk down this road before, and I can help you as well. Although it's impossible to replace what you've lost, it's always my goal that when I help somebody rebuild after a situation like this, that we give them a little something extra. Like, let there be some blessing that comes out of this devastation. That's always our goal. My contact information is below. That's my personal cell number. Call, text is probably better. You can text me, but call if you need it. My email is there as well, if that's more convenient. And when you're ready to talk, if you need some help, get a hold of me. I'm here to help. Thank you.